It's 9:15 p.m. and I have an idea for a puff tote bag I want to make. And if I'm successful, I'll put a picture somewhere here so you can see, but I'm going to draw out what I want to make. I've been thinking about how to do this for days because I don't know how to do the seams to make it reversible, but this is what I've come up with. It's going to be like a boxy tote, so the front's going to be 4 7x7 puff squares, so is the back, and then the sides and bottom are each going to be 2x1, so with a 1/2 inch seam allowance, that's what I calculated for each of the pieces. And then if you've seen like the rag quilts, the inside's going to be like that because I don't know how to do the seams to make them look nice and not raw, so I'll just make it raggy. This is the outside fabric, this blue bandana print, and then this is the inside. It's like white, but it has dots on it. I don't know if you can see. And this is going to be the raggy side. It's 10:15. I have all my sides cut. The white's the liner, the blue's the outside, but really it's going to be reversible. I'm going to try to explain my vision a little more. So these sides are all going to be raggedy on the white side. Hold on, I'm second guessing myself. No, I'm right. Okay. So the blue side's going to be clean. The white side's going to be all raggedy. So around the top, I have to sew the wrong sides together along one edge. So like this edge, wrong sides together. So that way it'll be clean. Let me do it and then I'll tell you what I mean. Okay, so the right sides together. So this is where I sewed. So this is going to be the top of the bag. And then I'm going to sew along the outside edge here, here, here. And then I'm going to stuff it and then make another line, stuff these, and then sew that shut. And I'm going to do that for all the top pieces. So boom, boom, boom. That's the bottom, so I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. This is me realizing I should have put the straps in the top piece, and I didn't, so now I'm going to have to figure that out. It's now 11:15, and I finished the first puff side, so this is the top because it's the clean edge, and then these are all raw. This will be the bottom. Main piece number 1. It's the next morning. I finished stuffing all of the sides, and I just have the bottom piece left because, look, this is not like a clean edge here. I'm just going to do one panel and make it like a little bit thinner than those ones. All right, this is my bottom panel, all one piece. Now I need to piece these together. All right, so this is a front panel and a side panel. I have them pinned together. I'm going to try and sew as close to this seam as possible. And then this will be like the inside that I'm going to like clip and make like raggy, like cut. And then it'll be clean looking on the outside. So I'm going to attempt to do that. All right, I have one main piece and one side together. So basically what I mean is that this seam looks clean, and then this one I'm going to go around and cut like down all the way. And so if she wants to make it reversible, then she can. I have to go work a double though, so I'll be back later. I got sent home from work, so I'm about to attach the last side. She's starting to take shape, and then I have to put the bottom in, which I feel like might be kind of hard because these things are so puffy, which is why I left the 1/2 inch seam allowance instead of a 1/4 like I usually do, so that way I have room to sew. Okay, I'm pinning the bottom, and I did cut out the corners of the bottom piece inside of where the seams are, so that way they're easier to pin into place and sew. All right, the bottom's all pinned into place, which this might be kind of hard to sew, but whatever. Okay, I finished the bottom. Is it perfect? No, because I don't really know what happened here, but it's not supposed to be perfect. So the last thing to do is flip it out and see how she looks. Which I'm in love, but I need to figure out the straps. So if you're using this as a tutorial, before you sew wrong sides together for the top piece, the very first step I did, sew your straps in that sandwich layer because I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. All right, each piece is 2.5 by 30. So I'm making two 30-inch straps with a 1/4 inch seam allowance on each side, so they're gonna be 2 inches wide. And then I'm gonna stuff them with some polyfill and put some lines in them to make them like boxy. All right, I finished one strap. So basically what I did was obviously flip the tube inside out, sewed in the middle, and then stuffed these two, and then sewed the next line shut, and then stuffed the outer one, and then tucked the ends in and sewed across there. The bag is finished. The straps, I just sewed on the outside, so the inside looks like that, but whatever. If you make it, do it in the beginning. Here she is the other way around, which I need to go through and clip, but I need to make sure I know what I'm doing before I do that. When I say raggy, this is the vibe I'm going for, so I'm gonna see if I can do that. All right, that's a wrap.